All right, everyone, we are live. Thank you for being here, everyone, at the Monica Campana show of health and wellness. And we specialize today in people helping people. And we have a wonderful lady today who is helping people in many different ways with her beautiful and wonderful tools that she has learned throughout the years. Now, Theresa Gilmore, the floor is yours. Tell us about yourself, your background, and what are you doing to help people?
Okay, so my background, I had a cat in the early 90s that got an ulcer on her mouth. And I was never that person that thought that Western medicine was the best option. So I always tried to stay healthy and wanted to do the same for my cat. So the Western answer was steroids. And we had a cat when we were kids that had the same kind of an ulcer, and that cat was put on steroids and just kind of existed for the rest of her life. She was um, um, mad all the time. We couldn't touch her. She would bite us and run away, and she was just like existing. She would eat and sleep and go to the bathroom, and I thought that's no life for my cat, and I was looking for other answers. And I found a class at Miami-Dade called Care for Your Pet Naturally. And it was just a 2-day introductory class from a new homeopathic veterinarian. And he opened my eyes to an amazing new world that has taken me on this incredible journey. And now I have the ability to help other people get well. And my cat actually had mercury toxicity. The symptoms, not just the ulcer, but other symptoms that I just wrote off to aging. She was a 10-year-old cat and she'd lost a couple of teeth and her hair was falling out a little bit and she was becoming nervous, but I had written that off to Hurricane Andrew and having 4 or 5 other animals in my house for an extended period of time. And so many things that you assume are the results of what's around them are actually part of their disease. And I gave her some homeopathic mercury and she got better. And it was amazing. And it set me off on this just amazing, like I said, journey to learn more about natural medicine. I ultimately found an acupuncturist that was a homeopath, and I started getting treatment myself. And then started studying, and I went back to school in 1998 to get my acupuncture license, and I've just really been enjoying helping people solve their health puzzles.
Wow, that's wonderful. So one thing led to the other, and you know, so many times you hear, "Oh, this is the way we've done things. This is how we treat cats and or animals in general." And it's amazing how much we don't know. We don't know, and how much. And so then from there, you started your journey, and you started studying acupuncture, right? And homeopathy.
Yes. Yeah, in the state of Florida, at the time, you couldn't get a license to practice homeopathy, which was my real love. But you could practice homeopathy with a license in something else, as long as your license included that. So in the state of Florida, acupuncturists are actually considered primary care physicians. But in the state of Florida, we have a really good practice act. So I can practice anything I learned in school, which includes nutritional counseling, homeopathy, cupping, all the herbal medicine, and Backflower therapy. We touched on that a little bit, but
Yes, I want to know about that too. Yes, you mentioned that back therapy.
Okay. Yes, Backflower therapy is mostly just treats the emotional part of your body. So and you want to catch it before it becomes physical symptoms. So as soon as somebody feels a little out of sorts, there's 38 Bach flowers that are very specific to thoughts that you have in your mind. I can use the first one as an example. It's called agrimony. And agrimony is made from a plant and the people that need that flower usually are very, very sad inside. And they hold everything inside. They don't want anybody to know that they're sad. So they kind of hide that sadness with laughter. So you can see a lot of comedians that have either committed suicide or died from overdoses of some kind of substance that people knew, people close to them may have known that they were very depressed. But the general public would have thought that they had this most amazing life because they were so happy and trying to make other people laugh all the time. But this remedy will help to resolve that inner sadness so that they can have real joy in their life and enjoy making other people laugh.
Wow. And what is it based on? Like you take certain things? Is it flowers that you, I mean, what is
it's one flower called agrimony. And you can buy the Bach flowers in Whole Foods or the vitamin shop, probably various other health food stores, and you can buy it online. There's one that a lot of people know about. It's called Rescue Remedy, and it's a combination of 5 of the Bach flowers. And Rescue Remedy helps to rescue you from distress, from anxiety. When you have a situation where all of a sudden you become extremely anxious, like say after a car accident or a
trauma, some trauma.
Yeah, some kind of trauma. And Rescue Remedy rescues your mind. And that's why they called it Rescue Remedy. So a lot of people know about Rescue Remedy, but they don't know about all the other Bach flowers that are very, very specific. Some are very specific to over worrying about your family members and their health, or worrying about, let's see, one of the other ones. I just gave one yesterday to a friend of mine's sister that she's struggling and can't get unwanted thoughts out of her mind. They just keep rolling and rolling and rolling around in her mind, and she never has peace because of the situation that she's in right now.
Oh, wow, that's wonderful. Well, this is you're very knowledgeable. And now I read that you helped survivors at the 9/11. You were working there with, what was that story?
Yes, it was about a year later. 2 of my school companions and I, when we graduated from acupuncture school, one of the things we really wanted to do was get certified to treat addictions, because acupuncture is a wonderful, wonderful medicine to help people get balanced so that they can handle stress in their life and they don't run to some kind of a crutch, alcohol or drugs or cigarettes or food or even gambling or overbuying, clothes or whatever, any kind of a compulsive addiction. And while we were there training for 2 weeks in this medical center and treating actual people that were court mandated to get treatment as a part of their staying out of jail, actually. They had to go get treatment at this center because they had tried so many times to get better and nothing worked. And they found that acupuncture and going to this program that gave them acupuncture every day doubled their chances of staying healthy and moving on with their life. So while we were there, we also went and volunteered at this hospital where anybody that felt like they were impacted by 9/11 could go and get acupuncture any day they wanted, free. There was specific times, and so we went and did that a couple of nights when we weren't doing our training during the day, and that was very, very
powerful. Wow. Well, it's amazing. You know, I never really did acupuncture, but I know that it has many benefits. I don't know, maybe I'm afraid that it's going to be painful, but it's not painful, right?
No, it's not painful.
Okay.
My first acupuncture treatment was actually quite a surprise. I was going to this homeopath that I mentioned earlier, and he had been doing homeopathic medicine with me, and Reiki and acupressure, but I was already lying on the table when he said, I'd like to put some needles in you today. And I was frightened because I was always afraid of needles myself. And, but I was so embarrassed that I was afraid to say no. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to experience this. And it was pretty amazing. I had been holding on to a lot of stuff that had happened in the past, and I laid there on the table with the needles in me, and they didn't hurt, but I cried and cried and cried during my first treatment.
Oh, wow.
And the next day I felt so much better because I was able to let go of so much stuff that I was holding on to. Had lots of shoulder pain and TMJ and headaches and neck pain. And it was amazing how it just kind of lets all that stuff you're holding on to and can't let go out.
Wow, because I thought it was when you have different pains, different kinds of pains. I didn't think about mental pain. It's also releases, it's amazing.
Pain too, emotional pain becomes
emotional
pain.
Yeah.
Yes, if your body can't handle the emotional pain or your mind can't handle it, then moves into physical pain so that you don't have to think about that emotional pain. Now you have something that you can, really complain about because now I have physical pain and I don't have to deal with the emotional things that are in your brain.
Wow, that's fascinating. That's fascinating. So let me see what else. Oh, then there was another name that I never heard. I heard about the back flowers, the Gua Sha. What is Gua?
Oh, Gua Sha. It gives similar results to cupping. If you watch the Olympics, the last Summer Olympics, a lot of the swimmers, because you saw them without shirts on,
Michael Phelps was doing it, right?
Right. And so a lot of people learned about what cupping is during those Olympics, but not that many people have heard of Gua Sha. So Gua Sha gives similar results. It releases all the tightness in the muscles, and it's actually, cupping and Gua Sha are also good for bronchitis and asthma, because as you scrape or move those cups along the back where the lungs are, it helps to open everything up, just like it does for moving tension out of the muscles and helping the muscles recover from exercise. So Gua Sha, you use a little tool. A lot of times it's a very smooth piece of bone or a rock. Like I have a jade Gua Sha tool, and you put some oil on the skin, and then you scrape the area where the pain is with the tool until it brings some redness up to the area. And that means that it's helping to break up what we call stagnation that causes pain.
Oh, wow. Now, right now, do you actually see, well, you have to see people for the acupuncture, they have to come to you, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and for the homeopathic, I mean, do you have anything online, or it's everything physical right now?
No, you can do herbal consultations and homeopathic consultations online. Of course, acupuncture and Gua Sha and cupping, all those things you have to be present for, but the Backflowers, any of those things, just having a consultation is usually enough to give me the right information. So yes, for people that are still not comfortable being present for an appointment, can definitely do an online consultation.
Wonderful. And so where they can find you, where people can access your information. I'm going to put everything on the post, but you have a Facebook, right? Page?
Yeah, I have a Facebook account and actually two. I have a personal one that I post a lot of stuff, and then my business one. I have a account, LinkedIn,
We're
my
going to put
phone.
everything. Yeah, we're going to put
I
everything
have
on
a
the.
website. I also have a website people can go to.
Oh,
Yeah, I know, you know, the internet is the way people find things right now. So I'm trying to make myself available, even though it's not my favorite place to spend time, because actually it's not really good for your eyes. So one of the things that I can tell everybody they need to do is buy one of those covers that you can put on the screen of your phone and your iPad and your computer to help break up the blue light. It blocks the light that actually harms your eyes.
oh, the blue light. Oh, wow. So you have to get like on the screen. Well, it's better to just turn off the screen. You can just, right?
Well, but when you're searching things on the internet, then you need to look at the screen. And you can either buy, they make blue blocker sunglasses, but they also have for people that don't want to put glasses off and on, and it kind of distorts the picture on the computer or the phone. So I bought a screen that you just, it's like a clear screen that you attach to the computer.
Oh, wow. I didn't know.
Just
And that's
put it over the face of the computer.
that's good to know. That's good to know. They probably can buy it
And
on Amazon.
another thing I want to tell everybody about this whole corona thing is we need to be confident that we're healthy enough that we can continue our lives. So what I'm telling all my patients and what I do every day is eat foods that are antiviral, because all those antibacterial gels and soaps and everything, they're killing all the good bacteria on your skin. And guess what? They're not antiviral, they're antibacterial. And this is not a bacteria that we're dealing with. This is a virus. So you have to put your indoor armor on, or your inside armor, by eating onions, garlic, cinnamon, cloves, and thyme. Thyme is a very, very, very strong antiviral. So is cloves. Those are probably the two strongest antivirals, and garlic. But they need to be fresh, and you need to incorporate that into your diet every day. Thyme tea is very, very lovely. So make a little tea with, just put some, you know, a little pinch of thyme in some hot water, and be more confident in your internal health.
Yes, and strengthen your immune support. Absolutely. This is, you know,
Exactly.
it's number one. It's number one. I mean, after you strengthen your immune support, because we're going to get sick all the time. There are viruses all the time out there. So we cannot let this one stop our lives. And absolutely.
Right. We need to know that we're going to possibly, you could get it, but you will survive if your body is healthy. Exercise, plenty of sunshine, sleep, good emotional state, and good food. And we will be fine.
Absolutely. Well, Teresa, it's wonderful. I would talk forever with you, but unfortunately, we have to go. And this is not the last time we see you because you have so many amazing tips to give to everyone. And you heard her. I'm going to put all her information on the post so that if you are interested, you can contact her, and you know, she can help you with many different. Well, issues in general. So thank you so much for being here, and
No,
we'll see you very soon, Teresa, okay?
yes, I want to thank you for the opportunity to at least spread the word a little bit more about.
Yes, absolutely. The more people know, the better. And the more people we help, the better. So thank you again, and we'll
Yeah,
see you
help
next
the
time.
community. Thank you.